Welcome to my van, guys. This is the other side of the cab area, and the curtain is what I'm going to be using. Although I'm not done with the hanging of it yet, I'm actually going to be installing some different hardware, and I'll show you. I just have it on some temporary nails right now, but I still have to finish up painting that beam, and then I'll hang the curtain and it'll look a lot neater. Those are cubbies I got at Costco, and they are huge, and it's housing some of my food and clothing. And that's my dog station. Have my dog's clothing and leashes up there, and my first aid kit, which needs to be handy, as for those of you who know me, I am accident prone. So I need to have that close at hand. And the hole in the roof that we made is housing my Max fan. This is going to be my exhaust fan. It's the only one I have right now. I have a second unit that's going to be installed in the back of the van, but for now I have the one, and on the other side, this is right across from my entrance, I have a 2x2 little cabinet, and this is probably going to have a traditional cabinet or cupboard doors to it, and will just be additional storage. Right now I have food and my raspberry seltzer water. I'm losing some daylight, so sorry the video's a little dark here. On top I have my single burner stove. This will not be the final resting place for my stove. It's actually going to be, I'll show you when I do the other side of the kitchen. And but for now I have it on here, and it's attached to the little propane, which when it's set up in a more permanent space, I'm going to have a bigger propane tank under the sink. And here I have this flask. I have to tell you, this Stanley flask, I put hot water in, and it actually holds hot water for 40 hours. That is really impressive. I have to say, I love this flask. So it's easy to just boil water one time and have it handy. The top of the unit, my dad and I, we came up with a system of the sliders, which I really love. It's housing some of my clothing items, and also my food, which I have. I'm representing my South African palette here with my black cat peanut butter. And I have some blown glass hardware. Let me see if I turn this light here. Actually, it's a little better. And so this is my sitting area, which it's sporting a dog pattern, but I've just been trying out different fabrics. I'm going to be making a couple of, well, those are the back cushions, and I'm going to have a single cushion for the seat. It's enough for, I think, 2 people. A little 2-seater underneath the storage, and currently have my grandbaby's goodies under there, but it's probably going to end up being the housing unit for my battery system for my solar. So I'll have my battery, my charger, my inverter. It'll be big enough to house all of that, and my continuation of my storage, my drawers. That top area, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with it, but I really love the system of the sliding doors. It's practical, it's safe, keeps everything intact, and so I'm going to continue that on this side with the slider, and make that into like a 2-shelf with the sliding doors in the front. I'm still painting my drawers, and so this will have hardware that will match the sink, which is a metal gray color, and so that will look much nicer than it looks now. I have some wood filler on the wood, and it still needs to be going into my bedroom. It pretty much takes up 1/3 of the van, which is nice because I have my sidekicks share my room with me. I have to have room for them. This is Diesel. Hi Diesel, this is my little boy, my handsome boy. Oh, he saw something or someone out the window. And that's Maggie. Maggie's my old lady. She had a rough night. She's not feeling good today. She's 17 years old, guys. And I am just so in love with this little puppy. She is a sweetheart. Hey, Maggie. Maggie. She has selective hearing. So back to my bedroom area. It takes the pretty much the width of my van, which is 6 foot, around 6 foot, so I can stretch out completely back here. I'm about 5, going on 5'3", and so I have a nice room to stretch out. And above me is a air conditioning unit, which is coming out. I was tempted to keep it because it is very expensive to replace, but I think I want the headspace, the headroom more, because I can comfortably sit in bed, but it definitely is challenging with that thing looming above me, and I just don't like how it looks, and I don't like how it feels. So I am going to yank it out. The newer units will actually be flush with the roof, with the ceiling, so it will give me an extra, I think that unit is about 6-7 inches. It'll give me, that's a lot, you know, in a van space. So, and then the other fan, the other max fan, will also be installed back here, so I have nice flow coming from the front, coming from this fan, this unit here coming, you know, this will be my exhaust, and I'll have my intake and some fresh air right above my bedroom area. And I have my hummingbird. A friend of mine gave me this as a gift from Mexico. That's so cool. I have 2 of them now. I still need to hang the other one. Going into my kitchen, if you've seen some of my previous videos, I actually had a matching side, the same as this side. On this side, there was a partition there, but I chose to cut it off, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not cutting it off, but I am really glad I did. It opens up this whole space. It just, when you're coming to the van, it makes it look a lot more airy and roomy. And what I also like is the dogs, at night I'll put a water dish here for them, and they have access to their fresh water, because the bed is pretty high. I think it's about 4 feet to 3.5 feet high, so it's not easy for them. Maggie definitely cannot jump down. Diesel jumps down, but he cannot jump back up. Hi Diesel, I love you. My kitchen area. So here I have my fridge. It's a bodega. It's a dual fridge, so it has 2 compartments. And what I love about it is I can have them both serve as a fridge, both compartments, or I can have one fridge, one freezer, and or I can have it as a full freezer if I ever need it, which I don't think I'll ever need. But so that's my fridge setup. I'm still finishing up this front. I am going to do a curtain front, which will actually, I'm not sure what fabric I'm going to use it. I might do like a faux leather. Something nice, something easy to clean, and just have easy access to the bottom side of my kitchen. And it's also just having a like a faux leather or material front. It's super lightweight as well, so easy on the gas mileage, guys, which is something I have to be aware of. This is my electrical system for now. It's my solar generator, and I charge my phone, and it also serves to maintain my fridge, and I have my oil diffuser plugged in, so I can have my van smelling of lavender and peppermint 24/7. Vans can be stinky, guys, so I have a solution right there, and it takes really nothing. Right now I have both plugged in, my fridge and the diffuser, and it's pulling 6 to 10 watts, which is nothing. It's really minimal. So I love the Jackery. The Jackery I can charge by plugging it into a wall outlet or a solar panel, which I have a mobile solar panel that I can just put outside where I am and plug it into this, and it can charge it. I can also charge it while driving, but I need another connection for that. But the solar panel is an option, and I've been charging it using a wall unit, and it works really well. I have my little, I'm still figuring out the electrical system for the van. Right now I have the ambiance of this rechargeable light, as well as this lights up at night as well, and it's nice and cozy. And I will show you my kitchen, the top of my kitchen here. So the top of my kitchen counter, this right here is just primer. Where I cut it, I made a big old mess right there. Oh, my dad is probably cringing at my attempt of cutting this top off without him. But it's I've got some wood filler, and it's not the end of the world. I'm really glad I did it, because I love the open look of it, and it lets a lot of light and flow into the place. This is just a primer that I have on here, and this countertop I would love to turn into my showpiece. So I'm going to do a mural and do a painting on here, and that will be an upcoming project as well. And I have to actually do this really soon, because until I do that, I can't fully seal my sink, at least the top of the sink. And that's all things that still needs to be done. For now, I have my water system is this little gadget I got off Amazon, and I just recharge it, and it works really well. You know, by the click of a button here, I have running water, and if I need any more water, when I need to put some more water in the sink, I can just dump it directly from the bottle. It's not a big deal. The bottles are only 3-gallon sized bottles, so they're easy to handle. And these are my elephants. This was a gift from my niece Nuran many years ago, and they were actually teacups, but I ended up just using it for to pot these guys, because the teacups, you know, there's little grooves inside of it, and it was hard to clean, and I just could not give these away, because they're super cute. As you can tell, I love elephants and I collect them. This was a gift from my niece Shamia back in South Africa, and I just treasure that little elephant. This is another one I got when I was on my travels back there, and I have more elephants that's coming into the van. They're in storage right now, so I'm bringing them into their new home soon. One of these will be going back to Nuran. I will keep one in the van, and I will give one to her for her new home with her and her husband and my great niece Zara. So let me know which one you'd like, Nuran. I don't think I told her one of them is going back to her. But I'm going to secure this with a product called Nano Tape, and it's a super sticky tape, but it doesn't damage the surface, and it will hold anything, you know, when the van is moving, so I don't have to keep moving the plant to a secure location. Although when I do drive, I put my oil diffuser and some of the items that I keep on my countertop, I just store them in the sink, which is really convenient, and they don't move around, and they have a secure place. If anything leaks, it leaks in a place I would prefer it to leak. So there you go, guys. My home. Nothing fancy, but definitely cozy and meets all my needs, and I absolutely love it, love it, love it. Still lots to do, and I'm excited to share it all with you guys. Stay tuned, hang with me. Love you guys. Bye.